All right. Wednesday, 14:48, 15 seconds, year 2023, 10th month, October 25th day. I need to go to Fred Meyer, or the local market, and get the fucking next month's cricket data for the internet. Anyway, so here's what popped up after I finished going through the smart things set up on this television, because I wasn't being able to get through to get any picture, period, on this television. I need to have a face to be able to look at. Wasn't able to get, just regular settings with data service, with no Wi-Fi. Hard line connection. Hard line. This hard line here. This is the hard line. HDMI cable hard line converter. So that I can go straight into this cell phone here with this cable. It was on HDMI 1. And so I finally decided to go to HDMI 2 after fucking multiple days and days and days, multiple times of this fucking drop. This cable, the signal just drops out. And I could sit here and wiggle it inside the end of the smartphone, and it would connect, and then it would fade out. Connect, fade. And I'd shut everything off, disconnect all the lines, put them back together, turn it off, turn on the TV, turn off the smartphone, turn them all back on, and then it would connect. And I've been having that happen many times now, and a fucker just won't connect. It wouldn't fucking connect. So I went through smart things to go QR code to see if that would go through, because I wasn't signing in. So I signed in this time, and it's all set up. But still, when it comes down to the nitty gritty, it says I have to have a Wi-Fi connection. I don't have Wi-Fi. All I have is data through Cricket. That's AT&T. So it wasn't going to come on. So I thought, well, everything's set up for Wi-Fi when I get it. So I popped it on HDMI 2. And voila, everything shows up, pops up. So let me plug this in. Well, if I plug this in, it isn't going to... The screen just went black. Nothing. I'm sure it ain't going to let me. With screen record, okay, now it just went back to this screen again. So I'm thinking, oh, fuck. I've seen this screen. This is exactly the screen that it was showing, where it wouldn't fucking show nothing. But using the screen record and plugging into it on the TV, it won't let it go through. It says you have to be disconnected to use this setting. So there has to be a disconnect. Anyway, so now, after I finished getting the HDMI 2, everything's on HDMI 2 now, and everything popped up clean, I went to press the home screen button to get on the internet, and the first thing that popped up when the tab popped up was a commercial, and it was celebrating hand stitching someone. Okay, hand stitching. Yngwie Malmsteen, looks like you're hand stitching something. And then I went to the YouTube app, rather than Safari, because there's a difference between watching stuff on Safari and going direct to the YouTube app. And when I went to the YouTube app, this is what popped up. Well, look, Yngwie Malmsteen, and look to the left, look to the side of Yngwie Malmsteen. The sneaky tiger attack. Okay, what's that represent? Well, that represents me. I am the sneaky tigress. The tigress. And there's the tiger there also, because the tigress is the one that births the cubs. And they can be tigers or tigresses on the cubs. In both. And many. So anyway, Momstein is a lion. He's a Leo. Alright? And somebody dropped a fucking bomb. First time. Okay? Anyway, here's. In other words, he got caught off guard. That was the only... His armor was broken through. I found a hole in his armor. Okay, the tigress. Okay, now here's pictures. Here. But the tigress and the lion are together. They ain't fighting each other. They're together. So, the reason I share all this stuff, folks, the reason I share this stuff is because there is some universal artificial intelligence, extraterrestrial, ET, Club Vatican side to this whole existence. And these are signs for me. And if they speak to you, notice that was the Capricorn goat or the ram. To you, that's the headbutt, but it was just a tap. To you, if they speak to you, then they speak to you. And if they don't, they don't. There's nothing to worry about. Either way, there's nothing to worry about. Unless there is something to worry about. And that would be all on you. All right. So anyway, so that's that. Later. Oops. I keep hitting the red button on the camera. And on the screen mode, the home button has to be hit and then, or swipe it. So let me shut that fucker off. I'm wondering if the numbers showed up on the screen when it was going to 16 seconds. I'm going to swipe it, and then there's the button to shut it off. So swipe, and there's the red button there in the lower right hand. Off.